Over the weekend, I got my WCQ Invite for 2024, and I played Purrely. This deck list is quite interesting. There's a few cards I would recommend playing in your deck list moving forward in all the Purrely variants that come out. But right now, a lot of the lists aren't playing them, so I definitely keep an eye out in the video. I'll point them out as we go along. Guys, if you like this sort of content, let me know. I'm playing a lot more now. I've been quite rusty for the last 2 years due to like the lack of me playing. So I'm going to be playing locals now. I'm playing every like OTS championship I can play in, regional championships. I am going to be doing the Worlds race next season, and I'm excited. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be posting all my deck lists after each event on this channel. So if I'm playing Purrely one event, you'll see it. If I'm playing something different, you'll see that as well, and you'll see my deck list evolve as time goes on. So if you like that, subscribe. All right, guys, let's get straight into the profile. Played 40 cards. I want this list to be as consistent as possible. We play the 3 Purrely monsters. Purrely, we play 3 lilies. You should know what these do by now, but just remember, this is not a hard once per turn, it's a soft once per turn, and this is a hard once per turn. So ideally, you want to kind of use this before you use this. This is the card you want to imperm on the effect to try and XYZ, but if they have the field spell out, it's pretty annoying. These cards are great. It's nice that there's 6 of them for consistency. For the other monsters I played, so now the hand trap. So I played 3 Nibiru. I figured this card would be quite punishing. If I go first, I could just send it to the graveyard with one of the Purrely spells. And right now, everyone's playing into it. They're not really respecting it. And if they don't play into it, you win anyway, because you only have to deal with a singular Rise Heart, which is nice. Next up, triple Lava Golem. Same logic applies. This card's nice, but I do think I'm going to take it out moving forward. I hate the fact that it just removes your normal summon from the deck. I'd rather it be like a Kaiju or something, or even a Santa Claus, unless Santa Claus says you can't normal summon. But yeah, these are the 12 monsters. I will change this lineup. I might go to like Drawbirds. I don't know yet. You'll see that on my updated list moving forward. I might post the updated list that I have later in the week. So these are the monsters. Next we have spells, triple Dark Ruler no more. This card is very strong. It's very strong into the Sprite decks. It's okay against Kashtira. They only it just stops the Rise Heart, but we have many answers for that card. It's okay. The card's nice. It's very good against Dragon Link as well. I would recommend playing it. If you're going to only play 6 board breakers, it would be 3 Nibiru and 3 of these. Then for consistency, we have triple Prosperity. Now, I did play 2 Prosperity, 1 Upstart Goblin. I do think I'm going to put Upstart Goblin back into the deck, but right now, I like 3 Prosperity. The reason why it's annoying playing Upstart, because you can't draw any cards if you play Prosperity. So if you open Upstart and Prosperity, you're kind of like incentivized to play Prosperity over the Upstart Goblin. Then for the other spells, we have 2 Frost and 2 Talents. I did play 3 Talents and 3 Frost. Don't really like the idea of that. I kind of will go to the 3 Frost and maybe 1 Talent, but we'll see. I'm still finalizing my updated list. Then we have 1 Duster. I just think you have to play this right now in this format. And then for the Purrely spells, we have triple Street. This is the field spell. You have to play 3 of these. Players will say 1, players will say 2. They are crazy. This card is insane. The fact that your Purrely monsters can't be targeted the turn they're special summoned is broken. This is a must 3 of. Just ignore anyone else that says 2. They're crazy. This card is insane. It's one of the best field spells that you can have for any type of deck. Imagine an untargetable monster for the turn that's been special summoned. And all your guys are pretty much special summoned anyway. So let's be real. This card's insane. Then we have 3 My Friend Purrely. I really like this card. I really like the recursion it gives you. Even with Street, it's nice to attach in the end phase, but also summon when one of your guys leaves the field, one of your XYZs. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, I like this a lot. These 2 together, pretty disgusting. Another reason why you need Feather Duster in your deck right now is just to clear these 2 before you clear the XYZ they have. That's if you can clear the Gnaw. Then we have 3 Sleepy. Can't wait for the new rank 2 to come out to make this card broken. Hence why I'm testing this deck a lot. I really like the way this deck plays, so yeah, it's nice to get testing in now. This card, I really like it. I like that you can use it in the draw phase, just play around Drawbird. Same with Pretty Memory. I really like Pretty Memory as a card. I really like the fact that you can just suck up something and attach it as a material. So yeah, so 3 Pretty Memory. And then we have 3 Memory, 1 Delicious, and 1 of the traps. Now, I don't like 1 trap. I'm going to go back to 2. There is issues with this. you kind of want a second trap, mainly because of the My Friend Purrely. When you're revealing cards, it kind of like you create variants. You want to remove that from the deck. I like the trap, big fan of it. I like the recursion later on in the grind game, and as if the mirror match becomes quite popular, the game will be quite grindy in some way. So you want another trap, because that could be the difference between you winning or losing, unless your opponent completely mismanages their resources. Okay, so that's the 40 cards. Moving on now, we have the extra deck. So we played 2 Beauty. Mandatory, you can't change this. 2 Happiness, again mandatory, you can't change this. Now, I played 2 Plump for the OTS Championships. I like it, but I'm probably going to go back to 1. The thing is, when you're playing 2 traps, it's fine to play 1. The other thing is, though, the second one can come up. Did the second one come up in the OTS Championships? No. If the field was stronger, maybe a second one would have been more important. But yeah, I didn't really like it. Then we have 2 Nor. You just have to play 2. It's essential. Then I got Princess Sprite. I like this card. It's a nice card to activate. You are playing 28 spells and traps. You've got a high percentage to hit one. Then I'm playing Slacker Magician. No one's really playing this. It's nice. Your monsters... This card can't be destroyed once by battle, so it's nice. It does what it wants to do. And then if you're playing against like any of the runic decks or any decks that are playing Book of Moon, you can just negate the targeting by detaching. So it's really nice. And then you can just overlay for Zeus and detach 2 materials anyway. So it does its job. And if they're wasting multiple cards to target while you're detaching, cool, then you just overlay for down a Magician, and then there's your 2 materials. Unless they got a third way to target something, to target it and clear it up. And that way, then it's just doing its job. Then we have 2 Zeus, Anima, and Azalea. This Giant Strike is really nice. I like it in the deck. This is going to be played in most decks. I did a podcast recently with Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh. I said this card is going to be more expensive than it currently is. It's going to be a staple in every deck, or in most decks even. So if you haven't got one now, I'd recommend getting one whilst they're around like 20-ish. So it's definitely worth picking up. Card solid. It's not bannable. It's just very good. Very, very good. Anima's nice in the deck as well. Players just are misplacing their monsters in zones, so this helps, especially in locals. But yeah, so this is the deck profile. Actually, no, I missed the side deck. You want to see the side deck for sure. Let's go to the side. Next in the side, we have triple Ash Blossom. I like Ash. I like it. It's pretty fair, but you just kind of are forced to play it just because of all the runic decks going around and the Brenda decks. Then I played 2 Kurikara. I like this card. I didn't have room for 3. I would have liked to have sided 3, but I didn't have space. Then we have 3 Durasworm. I didn't have space for like more Bestials, so I'd rather play 3 of these because of the interruption it provides. So, or the disruption it provides. This linking away into Anima, getting rid of 2 cards is just a big problem for your opponent, and then you can just start making you can then start going into your Happiness and then just ranking up into Nor, or if you can OTK, you OTK. Triple Cosmic. I like this card. Considering it's a main deck, it's the updated list will be nice. I reckon it will do pretty well in the OTS Championships that are coming up this weekend. So yeah, stay tuned for that deck profile. Then I've got 1 Dimensional Barrier. This is just a set with Frost. Nice against branded. I kind of was going to side 3. Just give me more ways to win going first. But yeah, 1 was fine. I do want to play 3 Frost though if I'm going to go with one of these in the side deck. Then I tried out 2 Super Ancient Organism. Card's okay. In theory, it seems very broken, but it was okay over the weekend. And then we got Condemned Dark Lord. So this just requires 2 fairies to make it, and then during the end phase, you gain 500 life points for every fairy you control. This came up actually during the tournament in round 1. If my opponent went first that game, they would have just played a runic spell and then gone Moonin and gain 1,000 and beat me in time. So yeah, that's the profile. The list is pretty straightforward. It's nice. The deck played well. I like Purrely as a deck. I went 5-1 in the OTS Championships. The round I lost was my own mistake. So I missequenced my spells and summoned the incorrect Purrely hard once per turn, which then got responded with by a Book of Moon, and I didn't have Street up. That was a problem. If I did it the other way around, I guaranteed to win the game, and then I would have been 4-0 from that point. I did finish 5-1. Did I struggle during the tournament? Not really. Did I find it difficult? No. The deck's nice. It plays nice. If you play it well, you will be rewarded. And yeah, if you think there should be some changes going into the updated list, let me know in the comments below. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Look after yourselves. Peace.